Okay, bit of a potentially off-key video right now. I don't know. Basically, I'm showing you I'm gonna see from how I see it, the current price action on Bitcoin. I believe this is the low. This is in. Okay. I believe that we're starting the move that's going to make us bullish. So basically, starting the move, okay, that's going to lead to the all-time high getting taken. Okay, it doesn't mean it's gonna happen anytime soon. Okay, but that's my point. I believe that we've completed a correction here, okay, in an A, B, C, or a W, X, Y. I'm on the 1 minute. Let me just go on a higher time frame. Okay, so this is our count right now. 1, 2, 3, 4. We could have said 5 here, but we don't have. We have 1, 2, 3. Okay, now price has come down and touched 1 as well. So first thing I think of is okay, diagonal, but the lines will not be contracting. Okay, as you can see, they'll be expanding, and expanding diagonals are rare. We don't count them as first option. In fact, we say, I learned this from Coons and then Wave International, that it's so rare for expanding diagonals that we never prefer them, we never count them, we only acknowledge them once everything else fails because you're trading probabilities. So the likelihood of an expanding diagonal is so low that you should look for other structures first. And if everything else fails and you are left with an expanding diagonal, then it's an expanding diagonal. But I wouldn't trade an expanding diagonal developing because there's so many other things that it's more likely to be. Just to clarify that. Okay. Just so we can see as well, this is the count. This is let me get the indicators off and just quickly explain the count that we have here. Now, currently I'm looking for an ABC. Chart is messy, I'm sorry. I'm currently trading right now. But this can go, like, the reason why I prefer this as an A, B, and a C is because one, the retracement, that's the first thing. The retracement from potential 1 or A to 2 only came to the 0.236, which is, didn't touch the 0.382, which is rare for a two wave. Okay, it can happen, but it's very, very rare. It's more common for a B wave. This looks like a leading diagonal to me, or can be counted as one in a 1. So ABC in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 1 or A, 2 or B. So 2 hasn't been invalidated, it's just less likely. Now, if we go into this corrective wave, it counts great as a triangle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or A, B, C, D, E. Okay. It counts best as a triangle. You can't have a triangle in a two wave, so that gives more points to it potentially being a B. Okay. So you can count it as a WXY, so it doesn't invalidate the two. So potentially a 2, more likely a B. From that point, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm still looking for 5. The reason why I'm still looking for 5 is because 1, 2, 3, 4, I don't think that's a 5. When we go into the smaller time frames, I can't count. All right, I could have gone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on a smaller time frame. It, it, it counts like that, but we don't have conversion lines as expanded. So I'm looking at this now as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Potentially, it's the most probable count for me. I just want to check this quickly. We've also got the possibility of a B, C on this higher time frame. I don't like it because this fourth wave matches this two wave nicely in retracement depth and time. And if we was to come and make another low, or even just come down deeper as part of the fourth wave, it'd be incredibly long. So if I go from there and even give it a bit extra potentially for that two wave, okay, it could have been a WXY running flat, and I put this to the beginning of 3. Okay, if we're still doing the fourth wave, we've already passed 6 times the length of 2, which is starting to really reduce the probabilities that we're in a fourth wave. So I believe the fourth wave is in. Also, we flipped the daily naked point of control. Here, we didn't exactly touch it here, but we got very close. In fact, this might have moved. We'll see. But here we flipped this daily naked point of control. Okay, we faked it here, came up, came back down, tapped into the demand zone at the daily naked point of control, and we've moved up. We got bearish, bullish divergence along here as that happened on the smaller time frames as well, and on the 4-hour. I've checked all of those things. So to me, let me just show you. Okay, the lowest point on the TDI is here. And we made 2 more lows here, but we made 2 higher highs on the TDI. We broke structure here and here. Yep, we broke this structure and this structure. So we got bullish breaks of structure. And now I'm in this count. The purple line here is the 1 wave on the higher degree, potential 1 or 2. Okay, I want to see if we get a valid 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the upside. Going on the smaller time frames now, because that's what I need to see. I need to see a 5-wave move, a 3-wave decline, and a continuation higher. And this is 1. Something I prepared earlier, or what I was doing earlier. Okay. We made a new high that can go. Get these off for now. 1, 2, potentially 3, 4, looking for 5. This has just happened. This 4 that may have just ended just now. We could come back, swipe the lows and go higher again, because it looks like potentially we've just created liquidity here. But I have to see what structure we're in, because we might have done this to grab much later, because we could have, maybe it's a level we can't break in this thing, because this could be like A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's what we're looking for in a diagonal. So, or if it was a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that could be the reason why we couldn't break there. So we'll see. Bottom line is, we know this purple line should not get taken out, should not get touched. Okay, so this is my 3 over here in a diagonal. Okay, ended with a diagonal, converging lines. Okay, obviously 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 is the longest, 3 is the second longest, 5 is the shortest. 4 shorter than 2, and we got converging lines. We made a new high. So that can be my 3. We've come back down into the prior 4th wave, which is here, and then we put a count over there. 1, 2. I did have this all done before. 3, 4, 5. Okay, that would be that count. So that's the prior 4th wave here. on a smaller degree, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So fourth wave, so we've got 4, 5, 4, 5, and I'm expecting 4, 5. This is this purple one. Plus, sorry, I've done this count wrong. No, I haven't. 1, 2, 3. Okay. No, this count can be valid. Okay, this probably is valid. Sorry, it's just that we didn't hit the 161. It happened. But if we come down and touch this purple line here, before making another high, then this count is incorrect. If we touch this purple line here before making another high, then this cannot be that count that I'm looking for. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, ending diagonal 5. That's 3. We're in a 4. The low of the 4 could be in. We could come down lower, grab these equal lows. I actually think that's what's going to happen, because here we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To me, that's an A wave until proven otherwise, because we could be saying there's a way we could count this as ABC. But considering we've created liquidity, considering we can come lower, and we can check the time as well. Let's do that. So we're measuring the 2 wave. 2 wave starts there, ends here. So we've got the length of the 2 wave in time. Put it over to the 3, which is the beginning of the 4th wave. And the minimal time for 4th wave to complete is the 0.382. But what is common is longer than the 2 wave. We've hit 1-to-1 so far. So it's equal to the 2 wave currently. A 1-to-1 was here, equal to the 2 wave currently. Now, I think it's more common that we get at least, you know, longer. We do get, you know, 0.32 sometimes, but longer is what's more common. So time, liquidity, and the fact that this is looking like just the A wave suggests that we're going to come down again before we go higher. 6 o'clock is a good time to see reversals or beginnings of retracements or continuations of trends. Of just something I've noticed, like, you know, when we got New York crossover, 2 p.m. UK time, that's another one of those times. So yeah, I'm very much liking potentially coming down again and then going up. I'm already in my buys. I will be leaving them. I'm expecting price to come into, okay, so now this purple box. That's the supply zone, okay? Here. From here to here. I could draw it all the way over there. But I'm using this last up move from here to here. And 50% of that to mark my supply zone, as this is the last up move. So we came up, we came down hard, did not take the low, pushed up hard, tapped into this supply, and then broke it. I feel like this level created new supply over here, this quick move inside the supply. So it's relevant to me as a place that I believe should not be violated. This high should not get taken out if we're going to continue to go lower. So if we break this high, I'll consider it the same as if we broke this high. Okay. Under these circumstances as well, we've got the divergence, so much. So that to me is count as a breaker structure. Okay. It's more like a fractal, but either which way. Taking that out, I can see that's an important supply zone that should be left alone if we're going to sell. And we should be selling from 50% of this box. Now, I will close or take some partials around here after taking the high. Maybe, yeah, around this area. If we can get above the 1618, somewhere between that and the two, I might not necessarily hold it up until there, but I'll be counting waves anyway on the small time frames, so we will see. 15 minutes looks like it's going to close bullish, already above the 50 stack. No, we might just go now. We might leave that liquidity and go now. We might. It's irrelevant to me really. What matters is that purple line, and that we make a new high before taking that purple line. So we can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and at that point, wherever 5 ends, if it just nips the high, comes higher, comes to the daily open, break structure, whatever. When the 5 is done, I need to see a 3 wave move down to continue buying this up. Okay, it's the weekend. I think we're gonna get a nice 1 and a long 2, and at some point tomorrow or late tonight, we'll start the 3 wave to the upside. Okay, so I believe we're gonna make a new high here. We could have finished the 5 here, but it's not high probability. So currently in the buy, if somebody wanted to get into a buy right now, I'd say it's better. If you're a scalper, okay, jump in, stop loss at the purple line or a bit below it. Aim for, somewhere around here. You could do that. Otherwise, what you're looking for is something like that. You want to see a 5-wave structure or ending diagonal. Okay, break a structure. You don't have to wait for a break structure if you do Elliott wave properly, because if you notice that this is an ending diagonal, okay, and you see all the rules are being met and you're seeing bearish divergence, you could get the expanded, the Fibonacci extension, okay, and you already know that we can't hit 1, okay. So we start diverging over here on a smaller time frame after doing what looks like a perfect ending diagonal. It's in the perfect place to start one. Then you could sell on the basis when it gets close to here, or if you're fortunate and it hits the 0.786, which is common, like it goes to there or to the 0.618. But if you get as close to this, you can just start selling, and you can have your stop loss just a bit above the 1 or the daily open. Yeah, this high, whatever. It doesn't really matter. You haven't got to wait for a break of structure in those circumstances. That's one thing that the wave can afford you. So you'll get a very, very tight stop, and you can literally, you're getting the top, right? And then, but you're selling a 2 wave at that point, and you'll be expecting a long drawn out 3, and then potentially long and drawn out. The reason why it's most likely long and drawn out is because it's the weekend. Okay, and it's a corrective structure. And it likes to go sideways, and they're gonna want to make people sell before they continue higher. So that's what I've got for right now. Sorry if I was rambling a bit. Low is in for me, and we're on our way to take out the all-time highs, in my opinion, as long as we take out this area here, and we're doing a good job currently. After what I believe is a low or the low, we flipped the daily point of control. Okay, we're coming up impulsive. We do not want to hit that purple line. If we hit that purple line, okay, it looks like we are going to grab that liquidity, or we've just done it. If we hit that purple line, then we need to look for a diagonal in a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now it just makes it a bit longer. Then if we come up, make 5, come down and get 3, that's sweet. So yeah, please like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know if you want me to, even do like the higher time frames down to the 1 minute, or be talking while I'm trading, or do some lives. I don't know. Let me know if there's any charts you want me to analyze. Have a good weekend and peace.